this ride right here, this is exactly why I love riding a motorcycle. So we are officially on the road. Yesterday was fun, but I had to come back today for more. How many other people are riding out there in late March, early spring? It's not exactly hot out yet. I think when I left the house, the temperature was 35, 36. So it's not a hot day, but the skies are clear. It's not too windy, and the roads are open. So I figure I can sneak in a quick ride before I go get my son from school. And what a better way to spend your free time than get a quick ride in. Plus I'm testing out my new GoPro. I want to see if it's any better than the old one. So far so good. Yeah, I've been out of a camera for a while because my GoPro, believe it or not, broke. So I've been GoPro-less for a little while, but I got this new one, the 13. This will be my first time testing it on the road. So I guess we'll see. No traffic, clear sky mostly. And this is the beautiful Palisades Interstate. This route alone can make for a good ride. Just don't come here when there's traffic. It's only 2 lanes, so sometimes if there's something that happens on the road, it could mess it up as well. But if you go on the good non-rush hours weekday, I came on the weekend one time, so it was cool. Yeah, it's nice either when the trees are brown. It's still in early spring, so yeah. But it's in the summertime. It's nice too. It's a bunch of green. It's a beautiful scenic view. I'll put it that way. And they have a few areas where you can stop at and pull over, and it's like a scenic view. They have like 2 different ones. It's pretty nice. Peaceful ride. It's not like all twisty crazy. The speed limit here is, I think, is 55. Should be 55. Yeah, 55. Most people do around 60, 65. I'm not telling you to do it. The speed limit is 55. There it is right there. Yeah, man, this is what cruising is about. I haven't really crossed the country or nothing like that yet, so I know people do that stuff. I would like to get there. My schedule is so full. But if you're not crossing the country, go state to state and all that, which is cool. If you just want to get out, this road is perfect for that. You may not be crossing the country or across the state lines. Well, I did really. If you count going to New Jersey. If I take the GW Bridge. But that's not what, you know what I mean. Like, state to state, like going down to Florida. Some people go across the country. California, Texas. I seen this one video online. The guys went to Canada and drove all the way across Canada. That must have been something else. For the local people like me, this road is perfect. I get to ride in, I get to enjoy the scenery. You may catch a deer or 2 out here also. I forgot about that. I haven't seen any today. But you come at the right time, you can see a deer or 2 run by. Sometimes you see them in the street. Unfortunately, I was in a car one time actually on this highway, and I was in the right lane, and this car came flying past me as usual, speeding, and you just heard like a pow, like an impact, like a car crash out of nowhere, and you seen debris falling from the car, but the car kept going like nothing happened. So it was kind of like weird. And then as I got past the area where the sound came from, you see the dead deer had impacted the car. That's what that sound was. I heard when you hit a deer, it's like crashing into another vehicle. I never got, thank God it never happened to me. But I heard the impact is like when you hit another car almost. It was definitely debris flying off that car, so. And they kept driving. Something like this. See how that car just passed me? It was a scenario just like that. And they were about that far, and you just heard pop, like a crack. like a collision. And he seemed to breathe, thank God. And we didn't get caught up in it. Like I said, I was in the car when it happened, but it was still kind of crazy. It kind of freaked me out a little bit. But anyway, we're headed towards the Storm King Parkway. Like I said, this is the Palisades Interstate. Perfect for a getaway. Real quick, good hour, 2-hour drive. One day I'm gonna keep going straight on it, see what's going on up there. I always get off and go back home after a certain while. So far, I'm loving this ride. And even though, even though it's not a hot day, today's not hot. The weather's not bothering me. Like, I feel fine. I got my jacket, my pants, my boots, my winter gloves. Nothing's heated. Nothing I have on is heated. Even though I would like to get some heated gloves, that'd be nice. I just never did. I don't know. If it's below 30, I'm only going. If I take the bike out and it's below 30 degrees Fahrenheit, I'm only going for a short ride anyway. Like, it would be like to commute or something like that. It's not going to be for a ride like this. So I don't know. I just never felt the need. Maybe if I start riding more, because you know my kids are getting older. That's why I'm out right now. Maybe I'll get me some heated gloves and some heated socks. I've seen those too. They got the jacket, the pants. The only thing that usually bothers me is my hands, or like sometimes you feel it in your ankles or your toes. And I got on the boots too. They cover my ankles and everything, but I guess it's just how the wind over time it makes the boot outside cold. Maybe, like I said, the socks and the gloves I'll look into. Or if I'm feeling like treat myself, maybe I'll get the whole heated set. The jacket, pants, gloves, and socks. And just start riding some more when it's below 30 degrees outside. Yeah, I've done it 100 times, right below 30 degrees. But I tend to not ride far when it's that cold. Like I said, when I left the house, it was like 35, 36 degrees. There's a deer sign right there. It's not bothering me, though. You know? I got these 3M winter gloves on. Yeah, I'm chilling. But, yeah, it would be nice if the weather was a little warmer. This ride would be better. I'm here, though. We're cutting through. As I said, this is US route. It says 6 East. We gotta go this way to get to the Storm King. But I thought that was a nice view. You can see the whole Bear Mountain area. One of my first motorcycle trips was going to the top of Bear Mountain. It was like 3 of us. Both of these guys were a lot older than me, but I didn't care. I just wanted to ride, and I was with them. We went up there. This is they have a summit, the Bear Mountain Summit. It's not only is it nice once you get there, just to get off, stretch your legs, look at the view, but the road up that mountain is amazing, up and down. I mean, I know that there's always another nice road out there, but it is pretty good. If you live close to New York City, if you've done it by car before, or if you've done it by bike before, you know what I mean. On a bike, it's this chef's kiss. And here we go with the Bear Mountain Bridge. We gotta cross, I believe. We're gonna cross that bridge. We're not gonna cross that bridge, we're gonna cross this one. But it's still a nice view though, look. That is a screenshot moment. That is what riding is about right there. Look at that, y'all. I need to get a second camera mounted on this bike. I've seen these guys do really cool tricks with it. Mounting the second camera with like the 360 camera. You could basically capture anything instead of just you're looking straight or looking off the road, putting yourself in a hazardous situation to get a good shot. Just get a 360 camera. I'm thinking about looking into it. We'll see. Look at that lake. So get this. That turn I missed was the direction I was supposed to go for the Storm King. So we're just gonna go around it. That mountain was nice, so I'm not gonna go back. I'm just gonna replan that trip for the Storm King another day. We're gonna go up northwest, continue. We're gonna cross the bridge and then head back down. Clearly it's called River Road. It should be nice, I heard. And we're gonna go across 84 and head back home. So much for the Storm King, huh? But Route 9 was beautiful. The gas went down 1 notch. It's okay. I'll fill her up as soon as we get home. So far it's been a pretty good and safe trip. Hopefully it stay that way. I really want to see the Storm King, but it wouldn't make sense. I mean, like I could turn around and do it again, but the way I was going on the Storm King was going to bring me to the way I'm going home. So to turn back and to come back up again, I'd rather just enjoy the trip I had today with that view. That was nice. And I can always replay the Storm King again. Storm King, I'll get my revenge next time. Can't get too mad at what happened. I had a feeling though. You know, my wife texted me, which is cool. It was right when that turn was coming up, and it was blocking the view on the Google map, and I didn't even know. I planned this whole route myself, the trip I did yesterday, and it was nice. But I was trying to find something equal or greater that wouldn't take the whole damn day, and I could find nothing. Everything was like telling me to go upstate New York. Yeah, I had routes telling me to go to Niagara Falls and the Catskill Mountains, which is fine if I left earlier. I was already planning to do like an average two to 3 hour trip. If I'm gonna do something like 4, 5, 6 hour trip, I gotta leave really early, and my mind was not into a trip like that, so to say. So we took this trip. This was nice. I still got to get back in time for my son overall, so considering it's 11:41, I got about 2.5 hours to get home, which is more than enough time. I do not regret this trip. It was nice. Next time we'll to the Storm King, and I'll know I'll know to turn at that spot, that junction. Yeah, I was just going with the flow, like with the road. And then, you know when you get to those unexpected turn areas where it looks like you go straight, and the other one's the divergent route? I felt like that, and I missed it. And not to mention, I kept going because the scenery was so beautiful. I was just hoping the Google map would reroute me back there, but when I stopped and looked at the map, it was telling me to go all the way back down the route I came, and just come back up the Storm King way. So, Storm King will get you next time. Look at that view. I'm telling you, man, this is a nice day. If you know, another thing, something about weather like this is I get people who complain or criticize me when it's hot. Oh, you're right, it's too hot. Because I got my gear on, my helmet. I don't always wear the pants, but I should. I had a guy pull up to me at a red light and point to his thermometer on his dashboard and tell me the weather says 97 so degrees. And I'm looking at him like I'm fine, because the jackets are made for when you're moving and the wind comes in and cools you down. Alright, so now people got criticized when it's too hot, they criticize when it's too cold. Today to me is nice. It's beautiful. It's a nice day to sneak in a ride. Like I said, if it was a little warmer, fine. But this is more of a day to sneak in a ride. Not too many people are riding yet. I left the hours where most people are at work or in school. And it turned out alright. Now we're on the back road. Newburgh Towing. Seaway Shipyard. That looks like it's been abandoned for quite a while. Too bad there's not a train going by. That would have been cool. Fitting in that work. It was down here. Metro North Railroad, ferry to Beacon. I just want to see what's down here. is nice. Seen a few nice roads today. This is nice, look. I didn't know what to expect when I came this way. Just recording some of the back roads. This is still the same Route 9, heading south. We're basically heading back home after this road. This road is going to connect me to the highway that's going to bring me home. Definitely nice to get out. Got the music in my ears. Tell me this ain't nice, this road. Gotta come over here more often. So we got just under 2 hours to get home to get Tristan. And the total GPS arrival time says 52 minutes, so we should be good to go. I don't know what y'all think watching this video, but this ride right here, the bridge, the Route 9 where I was supposed to go to the Storm King, this route, well, this right here, this is exactly why I love riding a motorcycle. This feeling right here. Defensive driving. Take your safety course. Take care of yourself, take care of your bike, wear your gear. Respect the road, respect the bike, respect your skill level. Respect your skill level. Not everybody's gonna be the same type of rider, and not everybody's on the same skill level. And never think that you just got it. You just got it under control. Never think that you're done learning. Like you just learned, you've been riding for a year or 2 or 5 or 10, and now you just got it. Don't ever think that. Always learn every ride and work on that after you learn from that ride. Then go work on that again. Take the safety course. If you don't have your license, take the safety course. At least here in New York, it's so important that if you take the safety course and pass, as long as you have your permit, you bring the safety course paper that you passed to the DMV and they'll give you your license. No road test. That's how important it is. I tell everybody that. Yeah, I don't always get to ride, but when I do, I try my best to enjoy it. And I hope you all do the same, be safe, you know, so that when we have these moments, it's to be cherished, it's to be loved, it's to be appreciated. This is just so much mental peace for me. I'm sure you guys who've done this before know exactly what I'm talking about. This is just so much mental peace for me. It's just relaxing, it's smooth, there's no pressure. It's you and your bike. Stay on Route 9 south for 8.6 miles. Look at that. And the train tracks for Tristan. I've seen a lot of train tracks today. I didn't see that one train. It'd have been cool if I seen one at that boat loading dock area. I'm telling you, man, this is a beautiful feeling. Maybe I should start learning to drive across the country. There's a train. So we got 33 minutes to go. Made another detour. Apparently we're on a different... Oh well, it still says 32 minutes. Hopefully I like the route. Last time I made the mistake, I liked the route. Falling rock zone. That'd be pretty messed up to hit. Wow, falling rock on a motorcycle. A car might mess up your car a little bit. You gotta be really unlucky to get hurt on a car, but it'd be pretty messed up if a falling rock got you on a motorcycle. I did this new trick today with my GoPro. The last time I took a trip and tried to record it, a trip just like this, the GoPro battery died on me for like the later portion of the trip. So today, I did a new trick. I already got it wired into my helmet, obviously, but the GoPro piece I use to plug the microphone into the camera, it has a USB input port as well, USB-C. So I took a power bank, like a portable power bank. I think it has 20,000 or 30,000 milliamp hours or whatever it's called, and I got it inside my coat pocket, and it's wired to my helmet very discreetly. Like I did it carefully. It's not gonna get snagged or anything or make me uncomfortable. It's not gonna unplug. I zip tied it a certain way, and the power bank is right here, and I hardly even notice it's there. And the GoPro has been going strong. You live and you learn. I got it plugged into the bank right here. It's hardly noticeable, and we're good to go. All right, y'all. This was a good ride. Thank you for watching the video. Stay safe, stay blessed, stay on two wheels, keep the wheels on the ground.